G'day Paul, Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, mate. Just doing a quick virtual tour as promised on our 2021 Toyota Rogue Hilux sitting here in front of me. Currently on sale for only $82,990 drive away, making it one of the cheapest in Queensland as it sits right now. Mate, absolute glamour of a car. Can't wait to take you through it. Like I said, just a real good chance for me to sort of take you through it in a bit more detail. As much, anything I can find, I'm certainly going to point out for you. Bit of an idea, I know you're down south, so a bit of an idea who we are. We're obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, so mate, we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. You can even see our Toyota Lexus showrooms over the back there, service drop-offs, the whole works. And like I said, we've got another pre-owned yard at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. And we're lucky enough to house and turn over about 200 plus cars between these two yards. So mate, it's an absolute awesome setup, but we get some glamour cars just like this one here. So Toyota service history, funnily enough, actually came from pretty close to where you are, but we'll get into that in a second. So, mate, starting from the very, very front here, obviously got the pearl white looking incredibly good in the sunlight as we come around. Sort of struggling to find too much to show you. Obviously, with the new shape, we got with the 2021s, we got the new shape grills all across the front here as well, especially in the Rogue, with all the black flares, looking incredibly tidy. That's just a bit of dirt. It's obviously up here on the point on the highway, so a little bit of dirt, but mate, they get fully cleaned before we send them down to you. Stacks of tread left on these guys, only with about 13,000 Ks. Of course, there's literally pretty much brand new tyres on there. Still got the little thread bits as well. You can see yourself, mate, incredibly clean through there. Obviously through the shockies down to the wishbones and whatnot. So no rust, no red dirt or anything like that. Absolute glamour. You can see yourself, obviously, with the Rogue wheels, looking very, very tidy. Not a sort of, again, struggling to too much so I can actually show you. Right across the front bumper here too. Get your shadow out of the way so you can actually see as well. Looking super clean. Like a little mark maybe there. No, that's just coming off with my finger. That's just a little bit of dirt as well. Same thing just there. So even underneath, mate, you can see yourself with those tyre treads as well. Looking incredibly clean under there too. So single owner again. And like I said, actually came from down your direction. So very clean cane across the wheels there for you. Like I said, I thought I'd kick them out so at least you can see the treads and everything there too. Stacks left on these guys. And it's just like the other side. Looking incredibly clean through there. Of course, over that the wheel arch. So obviously no chips, no cracks in the windscreen, nothing like that, of course. Like I said, that $82,990 is drive away. It's currently for our massive end of financial year sale as well. So it's all your stamp duties, your transfers, everything all included. Being the Rogue, you guys get the genuine Toyota racks up the top there as well. Keyless entry on this side too, so you can lock the car from here by pushing that button and then lock it with that one as well. So on the inside here, matey, looking incredibly clean again. Again, that's just a bit of plastic. So super clean through here. Again, sort of struggling to find too much to actually show you. Apologies for the dirt. It did go on a test drive yesterday afternoon as well. So what do we got? Oh, pop that up for you. That's locked. Try again. That's better. Helps when you open it properly. So we got the vents in here, so when your aircon's on, you can actually have the aircon come through there. It actually cools it down a little bit for you too. We've got the plug for your tow ball at the back there as well, so all that sort of stuff's just on the inside here. All the detail for the racks and everything is all there too. Can't actually show you the front page because obviously this will be uploaded to YouTube, but I can show you. It's obviously already had its further service there at 9,400 at February this year. So not due again until about 20,000 kilometres, or probably towards the end of the year as well. So awesome service history there, mate, literally through Toyota and of course through ourselves. So really well looked after. Incredibly clean through the inside here. You always got your dash mats and that kind of thing. We just leave all that stuff in the car for you. Super clean through here, even across those leathers and whatnot there too. With the black on black interior, just looks awesome. Super well looked after. So we'll keep cruising down here. Very clean through the back. You can even see yourself down the lines of that body as well, so no dents or anything like that as well. Child locks on both these rear doors here as well, so just that little switch there. Again, just incredibly clean through the inside here, mate. You've got straps on either side, so one over there, one here too. So if we pop that up, bit of storage under there. That's the actual tongue for the tow ball too, so hidden away for you. And then your jack and tools are actually under that side there as well, so nice and hidden away for you. If you want to leave these up and use that as a bit of storage, it's got a strap there that can actually connect behind the headrest itself. Child anchor points, everything's all up through here as well, so you've got 3 in these guys. Massive big argument separator here in the middle with the cup holders and whatnot there too. And like I said, just really, really well looked after. Great family cars. You've got the solid handles there and up the top on all 4 corners. So it makes it really nice and easy getting in and out, especially in wet weather or, you know, short people like myself. Aircon in the back here. Got a little clothes hanger there as well, so not bad for little light groceries or things like that, up to 4 kilo. So again, super clean through here, matey. Just give you a quick look underneath. So again, heaps of tread left on all these tyres, exactly as you'd expect. Fuel's on this side too, so I'll show you where the release is for that side. Being the Rogue, you obviously got this hard canopy here too, with the electric rear cover here as well. Of course, all the decals and whatnot there as well, with all the wheel arches. And like I said, extremely clean through that wheel. No gutter rash or anything like that either. You can see into the back there, obviously full size spare with a brand new tyre on there as well, never been used. And even across the chassis and everything like that, mate, just ridiculously clean and well looked after. So super clean through the back here. You obviously got your rear parking sensors through the back here too. No cracks or anything like that in the tail light. Same down the body there too. So you've got these little buttons here on either side. So if you push that one there, mate, they're actually going to open that up. So once you lock the car, that actually locks this as well. So really nice and handy. That unlocks for you. We'll leave it there too. So with the Rogue, you got all the matting in here too, which you can cut out, take out if you don't want it. We've got the little accessory plug up in here. We've got the lights in there, and of course, like I said, the electric roll-up cover there too. So you even got little tie-down points on the inside, down the back there. So awesome setup, mate. And like I said, all this does actually come out, so if you want to clean it or anything like that, it's all just Velcroed in place. Awesome setup in these guys. So same thing, you just push that one. Just a very, very cool setup here. So obviously dry space, nice and lockable, so nice and secure. And you can open and close that whenever you want as well. So now if we, for example, lock that one for us, you hear that lock. So now pushing these buttons is going to do nothing. So nice and secure for you. Obviously all the Rogue, very clean across the back here. I mean, that's just a bit of dirt as well. Reverse camera's just tucked up under there for you too. Tow tongue down here, looks like a 7-pin flat in that one. And again, very clean underneath. Just a stunning car, mate. Absolutely stunning. Again, just bits of dirt, mate, bits of dust. Just from sitting up here on the front row since we put it here. Right through the chassis again for you. Sort of struggling to see too much that I can actually show you as far as marks go. It's almost the same thing coming off. Now these windows aren't actually tinted, so that is just privacy glass. It's literally just dark glass how they come out the factory. But we can do your window tint all in-house for you, make it real easy for you. So unlock him. Show you through the inside. So again, like I said, you've got the child box on both sides there. Electric windows the whole way around, of course. Incredibly clean through here, mate. This thing looks like it's just come off the showroom floor. Down here as well. So, mate, what we're going to do, we're going to jump inside, even on the inside of these handles. Like pretty much every car will have fingernail marks or, you know, ring marks and things like that from people opening the driver's door, because it's the most common one. But you have a look on the inside there, there's just literally nothing. This thing has just been treated so well. So you of course got electric windows the whole way around. They are automatic, so as soon as you touch them once, they will wind down when the car's on. Window locks there, so kids or anything like that in the back. Locks the windows, stop and playing with the switches or anything like that. Central locking. You've got a power fold here too, so once the car's on, you can actually tuck those mirrors in. I'll show you that in a sec. And of course your mirror is left side of the car, right side of the car, and you just adjust that toggle as you need to. Electric seats on these guys. So again, you can go forwards, backwards, up and down, tilt the cars, and that backrest as well. So awesome bits and pieces there, makes it really sort of personalised for everybody who's driving. Stacks of keys here, obviously being brand new. So we got, again, the genuine Hilux keys here with the central locking and your panic alarm there too. Same thing on this side, and then we got the 2 blank keys there as well. So absolutely whole works. The ignition to start the car is just here for you. So obviously got to have the foot on the brake to be able to start that, so that way kids can't jump in the car or anything like that. So we're going to jump in, foot on the brake, start this up. Straighten these wheels up so you can actually see what we're looking at. You get a beautiful little welcome display in there as well. And mate, only 13,849 kilometres. That is just unbelievable kilometres for the age of this car. Obviously being barely 12 months old. No engine lights, no dash lights, nothing like that. Of course, we simply just got the handbrake light there as well. And of course, I don't have a seatbelt on, so the light for that as well. Mate, heaps, really nice display in there, super easy to read. You can obviously see your revs over on the left hand side, speeder over on the right, and you got the little display down there too. You can actually jump between that little display, control the little options down here, so average fuels, where you're going, what's playing on the radio, and all your little safety systems as well. Cruise control's tucked behind the back here, so you turn on and off with that, set and reset with that one. You've got lane departure in these guys, being the 2021 Rogue, so if you start to drift over the lines, anything over about 40 k's, it's going to beep, and it's going to actually gently bring you back as well. Adaptive cruise controls here too, so once you're on the cruise control, you can turn that on. If person in front of you or anything like that brakes, it's going to help brake for you if you don't respond, and of course it'll do the same thing for obviously taking off as well. So just about drives for you, nearly almost there. Up on the right hand side again, your headlights, so parkers headlights, high beams, and of course your automatic settings, so they'll turn on and off as they need to. So as you're driving around town, daytime, nighttime, whatever, they'll do their thing. Wipers are all up on the left hand side there for you. Bluetooth radio controls are all up on the left side of the steering wheel, so again, while you're driving, you can control it all from here. Down the bottom, this car, obviously with all these Hiluxes, they do have the DPF recalls, so beauty of being a Toyota dealership, it's all been done. So we get them all done before they come on the yard, so the little manual DPF burn switch is there, so if it ever comes up on the screen, that's the one you want to click. Idle up's there in case you're super cold weather and you want to heat that engine up a little bit quicker. Parking sensors there, so if you don't like the sensors on the front or the back, you can actually turn that off with that one. We've got a sneaky little cup holder in there too, right in front of the aircon, which is great for the drinks and things like that. Bonnet releases there, fuel releases on the right hand side. I'll pop the bonnet because I do want to show you there in just a second. Massive, huge, big touchscreen display in these guys that they put in them for these for the 2021s. You can see the reverse camera back there too, so you can see physically the back bar there. So when the towable tongue is in there, you can physically see it yourself. So backing up to trailers is an absolute piece of cake in this thing. You can just about do it all yourself, especially within like millimeters of it. It's awesome. Otherwise, that little red line's about a foot away from the back of the car. With the sensors on the back there, closer as you get to the item behind you, it's going to beep faster and faster. Once it hits that red line, it's about a flat tone. So it's just a nice safe distance you can walk between, all that, put the tailgate down, all that sort of thing as well. So we go back to park. Main display here, so every time you push that home button, it's going to bring you to this one here. So you've got your, whatever's playing on the radio, Bluetooth, AUX, whatever up here. Phone down here, so phone calls, text messages, but you'll get notifications for them. But your phone calls, contacts, all that kind of thing through there. And of course your sat nav on this side. So you can click on any of them to enlarge it, and we'll go to the full screen. You can go to this little menu button here. It's going to bring you to a sub menu, so you can go straight into that sat nav, straight into any of the audio stuff, straight into the phones, straight into the Toyota apps, or any personalized settings there as well. So otherwise that home track's going to bring us back there. Aircon's down here, so full fan speed down there, temperature up on the right hand side and where you want it coming out of. Does have heated seats, as it's basically a really flash SR5, so we got that and that there on this one here too. So left and right side of the car as well. Great for the pizzas and sawbacks as well. We've got the AUX USB ports down here for your music and charging your phones, accessory plug there, a couple of blank switches, so if you ever want to put any extra light bars or anything like that in the car, you don't go drilling holes in the dash, you can just simply use those there. We've got the rear diff lock there, traction control and downhill descent, so it's basically like cruise control for coming down steep hills. Massive amount of storage in here for phones and that, cup holders in there, super easy gearbox that does have a sports mode and a manual mode here as well if you need it. Eco mode there for great for driving around town. Power is obviously awesome for four-wheel driving, towing, overtaking people, all that sort of stuff with that one. We got the real handbrake there too, heaps of storage again, and another beautiful little 220 volt inverter in there, so you can see that one there. So all at the factory. One of the beauties of being the Rogue. Like I said, all blacked out. You got the adjustable seat belts, solid handles up the top, solid handles on the sides, so makes life getting in and out really easy for passengers and that kind of thing, kids and the whatnot, short people like me. Sunny holders at the top. We've got an auto dimming mirror up the top there as well, so if anyone's got their high beams or anything, or lights on behind you, it'll go like a tinge of green, and it actually tints that for you, so you don't have to go flicking that little switch anymore. Mate, like I said, absolute glamour of a car. Cannot rate this thing enough. You obviously got your little 4-wheel-drive switches there too, so pop it into neutral, flick it over to high 4. You don't have to go jumping out of the car, locking in hubs or anything like that anymore. So mate, give me a second. I'm going to jump out real quick, show under the bonnet before we finish up. That beeping's just letting me know that the car's still running and the keys are in my pocket, so just in case you do forget. And there it is. So your 2.8 litre turbo diesel, incredibly well looked after. Looks like it just come off the showroom floor. Hilux is probably one of the only dual cabs left that'll still give you room at the back there for a spare battery if you want to put it there as well. So straight out the factory, they give you the room for it. And just absolute glamour. Because the car is running, you can obviously see your daytime running lights here as well, so they'll be on the whole time while the car is, so they look great, but they make you stand out as well. And that's about it. So mate, Paul, thanks so much for your inquiry, and can't wait to hear your feedback soon.